In your KVUE Crime Files, a murder mystery in Hays County. In 2023, burned human remains were found on a property in Kyle. An autopsy later revealed they were that of 20-year-old Valentin Castro. Now, nearly a year to the day after that discovery, we spoke with Castro's mother in Veracruz, Mexico, who continues to try and piece together what happened to her son.
Muy lindo. Un niño amable.
Blanca Estela is broken. Her sweet boy, her only son, is gone, and she still doesn't know how.
Ese dolor que no puedo.
The truth is that they ripped my heart out, and it hurts. It hurts so much. My heart tells me that my son was murdered.
It was a Monday morning, July 10th, 2023. A property owner in East Kyle called deputies after he came across burnt human remains on his land in the area of 500 Running Bull Lane.
That body was later identified as being Valentin Castro.
Detective David Maddox with the Hays County Sheriff's Office agrees with Blanca's gut feeling. Her son's death seems suspicious.
Going back to the scene, there was no signs of blunt force or penetrating trauma. The medical examiner's report indicates that the cause of death was fire.
Entonces,
The news hit hard. I was in shock. It impacted our entire family.
Valentin's naked body was found on private property in an open field roughly 50 yards behind some trailers where he lived.
There was no evidence of any type of clothing being worn, no boots, no burnt rubber or anything along those lines.
There were no accelerants like gas containers or lighter fluid left behind.
So the absence of that indicates a very strong potential for homicide. And I've heard of law enforcement agencies dealing with fire being used as a weapon closer, to the borders. That's definitely a possibility that we're looking at.
Detectives also recovered a couple of cell phones from the burn pile. With help from the Secret Service, they were able to rebuild the phones and gather additional clues.
I saw messages where there was some solicitation for him for drugs, and then there was him soliciting drugs from other people.
But a mother always knows. And Blanca's intuition tells her he did not take his own life. She says Valentin had a strong will to live and was making plans for the future, which involved a trip back to Mexico to see her.
que lo quiero aquí conmigo.
I want him here with me. If I could have my son with me, I would never let him go, and we would never be apart.
Jamás lo dejaría ir.
And detectives believe Valentin, who was born in Georgia, was killed sometime between the evening of Sunday, July 9th, 2023, and the following morning. If you have any information on what may have happened to him, call 512-393-7896, or you can call the number on your screen here, the Crime Stoppers number, at 512-472-8477, which is TIPS.